You're watching Mandarin Click by Clicks Chinese Pronunciation Online. This is video 4 of 18 essential lessons. Again, I'm Jim Steed, and this is our Chinese language model, Teacher Yang Ya Hui.
嗨，你好。
Teacher Yang Lao Shi. Today we're looking at these sounds Z, Zhi, and Ji. Now, the Z sound, this Z sound in Chinese is almost like English, except there is a D in front of it. So if you take a look at this word, he reads, you have a D and a Z here, actually. And here he says, in this English sentence, he reads, I love you. So if you say, he reads, zai, then you're saying the Chinese word zai for at. Take a look at this English sentence. This leads out. This leads out. All right, so here's DZ, here's ow, zao. And if you make it a third tone, then you have zao, which means good morning in Chinese. Could you say these two words for our video audience, please?
在，在，在，早，早，早。
Now that's very good. Now if you have trouble saying it, remember, take your English word like reads or leads out and go, he leads in, leads out. Think of that and you'll be able to make the sound. All right, now the ZH sound. The ZH sound is almost the same as the J in English, except it ends just a little bit more openly. In English, you'll find it in the word jot. If you take off the T, jaw, and give it a falling tone, you have the word jia, which means deep fry in Chinese. Take a look at this English word, jut. If you take off the T and you give it a falling tone, you have jut. And jut means this in Chinese. And then if you look at the English word jerk, you take off the K, and if you give it a third tone, you have zhi, which means paper in Chinese. Can you say that for them, please?
炸，炸，炸，这，这，这。 纸，纸，纸。
Now we have the English word, or the English letter J. And J is almost the same as the J in English too, but it doesn't end openly, it ends more closed and a little higher. All right, so we have the E sound, or that umlaut sound, U sound again. All right, so if you take a look at the word Jeep in English, and you take off the P and give it a high tone, you say Ji in Chinese, and Ji means chicken. All right? If we use a U sound, remember U sounds a little bit like retrieve there, just a little bit U sound with the J sound. You have, and a second tone, Ji, Ji. You have the word for orange in Chinese. Could you say that for them, Yahweh?
鸡，鸡，鸡，橘，橘，橘。
That's very good. Now again, we're back to the old problem of I, how to pronounce I after J, after ZH, and after Z. ji, zhi, zi. Almost the same thing that we studied before. All right, so here we have the English word jeep. We take off the P, we give it a falling tone, and we can say ji in Chinese. We take the word manager, we have zhi, and we give it a falling tone, we'll say zhi in Chinese. And then down here, remember the I isn't really pronounced here. It just makes the Z longer. Z. All right, so you got, and you give it a falling tone, you have Z in Chinese. Could you say these three sounds for them, Yahweh?
Ji, 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 zhi, 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 zi, zi, zi.
That's really good. And then again, there is that problem with you again. So after the problem with you, after the letter J and after the letter ZH. So after the letter J, it's pronounced with the U sound. So G. This, for Chinese, we have the falling tone G, which means saw. And then if it's after the ZH sound, it sounds like the English word Jew. So if you give it a falling tone, Jew, then we have the word for reside or to live at. Can we hear these two?
Ju, 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 zhu, zhu, zhu.
Okay.